Imagine meeting a new friend and finding out that you both have a love for the same video game. You make plans to play this game when you get home, and then when you get home and you find out that you have the game for Xbox and they have the game for PlayStation. While you have it, now imagine if you were able to play with that friend even though you have a different system. Hi, my name is Ashley Barber, and I'm here today to talk to you about why you should sign a petition to have all the major gaming companies come together to make a system where everybody can play together. First, I will explain why consumers need a system like this. Then, I will go on to how the system can be created. And finally, I will show you a world without the system. First, let's talk about why we need this system. When buying a gaming console, consumers can expect to pay anywhere from $80 up to over $500 depending on the system itself. That's not even including the Xbox Live or PlayStation subscription that are a monthly fee, or the $60 plus that they spend to buy the new games that come out. So if consumers are going to spend that much money on one console, they should have a high return for it. While the gaming consoles can provide a cheap entertainment for college students and families, it still takes some money out of their pocket. And in order for consumers to fully maximize their purchases, they will need to be able to play with their friends on any console as long as they have bought the game. If gaming companies want to keep their customers happy, the next step is cross-platform gaming, which would allow for consumers to own, let's say, an Xbox One with a friend of theirs who plays on a PlayStation 4. Not only will cross-platform make the consumer happy, it will also increase the life of the games themselves. With Call of Duty averaging a game a year since 2003, it's obvious that soon they will run out of wars and future wars to make games about. With cross-platform gaming, the servers that are almost non-existent when a new game comes out will stay active, with people from different consoles coming together to play with one another. Another reason cross-platform systems should be the next step for gaming companies is because more people will be willing to invest time and money into something that they can enjoy with friends and family easily. With cross-platforming, the ease of connecting with friends and family will amount to more people buying consoles and games. Now let's move on to how to get a system made. According to data compiled by the NPD Group, a global market research company, and released by the ESA, the computer and video game industry sold 273 million units in 2009, which led to a whopping 10.5 billion revenue. 9.9 of those being video game sales, and 5.5 of those being computer game sales. With numbers like these, large corporations such as Microsoft and Sony should have no problem coming together to create a cross-platform system. These corporations could also use the help from game creators themselves to maximize the gameplay for their customers, as well as the game creators could make games with more content and higher quality. Game creators can also make more games that aim toward families and parents by showing how video games can help with mental and physical abilities. For example, people who play action-based games make decisions 25% faster. Active gamers have a better sense of what's going on around them and are able to make decisions faster, according to scientists from the University of Rochester. This will help promote people to get into video games and into this cross-compatible system. A new petition has come across change.org in favor of getting Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo making a cross-compatible gaming system. As of August 12, 2015, it has 28 signatures in favor of these companies making a cross-compatible system. Now let's look at a world without this system. If gaming companies do not make a system that is cross-compatible, I see a lot of people switching from consoles to PC games. I also see a lot of people sticking with the old systems, even though the new ones come out. Even though there hasn't been any talk of making a cross-compatible system, Microsoft just recently announced that they will be making Xbox One and Windows 10 cross-compatible. In his article, Phil Spencer unveils new experiences for Xbox One and Windows 10 gamers. Will Tuttle quoted Phil Spencer saying, "The built-in Xbox app is a place where your world of gaming comes together. It's a unified view of games you care about, your friends, and your gaming activities." And with Xbox Live, more than 50 million members will now connect across screens in new ways. If Microsoft is going to make a new cross-compatibility for the PC and the Xbox, then why can't Microsoft and Sony get together and make a system that is cross-compatible? A new study from Spill Games reports that 1.2 billion people are trying to play video games worldwide, and 700 million of them are online. That's 17% of the world's population. They also discovered that 44% of the world's online population are gamers. With so many people in the world gaming, imagine giving them all the ability to play together. Now let's recap a bit. I explained the reason why we need a cross-compatible system to give consumers and how they keep the games themselves alive. I went over how we go about getting a cross-compatible system by getting Sony and Microsoft to team up with the game creators, as well as we went over what the world would look like if a cross-compatible system is not created, which sadly might mean a drop in the gaming community. Now what? It's y'all's turn to go sign a petition for a cross-platform gaming console. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I will now answer any questions.
You know, they tried to do this once before with a cross-platform system back in the 90s with Nintendo and something else. Why do you think it would work now? Like what?
I think our technology has advanced enough that we could do it, but I was not in the right class.
Yeah, exactly. I would say that.
Anybody else?
Once they make this cross-compatible system, what kind of new changes do they make to make people more interested in it now that they know that it's there? Like, what upgrades do they make to make more people decide to buy something that has this cross-compatible system so they can play with other people?
Well, the fact alone that you can play, like, probably more of a software because you can play an Xbox. Everybody has different tastes. I like Xbox, but my boyfriend likes PlayStation 4. So if we can play together, that alone makes people want to play because there's two different types. I guess there's three if you include Nintendo. There's PlayStation, there's an Xbox person, and then Nintendo person. We all have our preferences, and this way you get to enjoy your preference, but you still get to play with your friends. Here's everybody.